Good afternoon everyone. I am Aparna and I am going to take computer science for second year. So your first unit is typical configuration of computer system. Okay. So here first thing in this is what is meant by a computer. What is a computer? A computer is the machine. It is machine which can store, record, of and process the data. Okay. So as you already know what computer does. Okay. So it stores the data, whatever input you are going to give. So after a few days or few months or one day, so you want that information back. Okay. So it can store that information. It can recall it. So whenever you want it, you want the information, so you can get it easily, and it can process the data, whatever information you are giving, whatever data you are inputting, and you want the calculation of particular things, then that data will be processed by the computer. Okay, so that machine is termed as computer. Okay. Now what are the three basic? There are basic things in that: hardware, software, data, user. So these are the basic terms used in the computer. Now what is a hardware? Whatever physical component you see, जो भी physical component दिखता है, okay. Example, you see a keyboard, right? Keyboard or a mouse, monitor. So all those things are considered as hardware. Now what is a software? Set of programs in order to process something. So in order to process something, we need to write the softwares, right? Set of programs are termed as software. Okay. Data. So this is the information we are going to input in the computer. जो भी information input करते हैं, so that is called as data. Inputting information is termed as data. Okay. Next, what are termed as users? We all are termed as users. The person who are going to operate the computer are termed as users. Okay. So after this, इसके बाद, now this was about the basic term used in the computer. Now how is it? Block diagram of C computer. Okay. Here you see. So this is the input unit. Okay. After that, you will be getting a control unit. This is the control unit, and arithmetic and logical unit. Logic unit. Okay. This is the CPU, memory unit, primary memory, and this is secondary. Okay. So computer is a collection of all this. So it includes an input unit. Whatever data you want to give, it should be given by this unit. So यहाँ पे by keyboard and by mouse. So you are going to enter the data. After that, so the data goes here. Okay, here this is a control unit and arithmetic and logical unit. This is a CPU, central processing unit. Okay. Again, memory unit, primary memory, secondary memory. Later on, the processed data will be displayed in the output unit. That is, it can be shown on the monitor or it can be given as a printout in the printers. Okay. Now what is an input unit? So input unit मतलब क्या होता है? So whatever information you are going to give. Okay. Inputting the information is done by this unit, input units. Okay. So example of these input unit devices are, as I already said, keyboard, mouse. So all these are what? Input unit devices. Okay. So next, what is a CPU? It includes two main units, that is a control unit and a arithmetic and logical unit. Okay. So control unit में क्या होता है? The control unit, it controls and directs the transfer of programs. Okay. What happens in the control unit is it transfers the control of program. Okay. So in the control unit, so the control will be given to the particular program based on the priority. The controls will be given. So that is the control unit. For example, if you want to do calculation, like you are doing some calculation 2 cross 2, and it is in the first priority. So the control will be transferred to this calculation part. Later on, the next task will be performed. Okay. Next, ALU. ALU means arithmetic and logical unit. So here the processing of data takes place. Arithmetic and logical unit means addition, subtraction, all those processes will be, operations will be performed by this ALU. Okay. Next, memory unit. So this memory unit will help to store the data present. Okay, whatever data you are going to give, so it will store the data. So it again is classified into parts: primary memory and secondary memory. Okay, so after this, after whole process of this operation, after operation, so this data, the result will be displayed in the output unit. So example of output devices also I had said, like monitor and printer. So all those are examples of the output devices. Okay. Next is your motherboard. So after the block diagram of this, the next topic here is motherboard. Now what is a motherboard? So this is a printed circuit board. Printed circuit board. Okay. In this only different kinds of devices are imprinted or embedded, you can say. For example, CPU, expansion slots, CPU, some slots, like video controller, and other electronic components. So all the components are embedded in the motherboard. Okay, so this is called as a heart of the computer, right? Next, characteristics. Now what is the characteristics of a motherboard? So कैसे पता चलता है that this is a motherboard, right? So in that, first one is form factor. First characteristic is form factor. Next is chipset. Third one is your processor socket. Okay. Okay. So see here, in the form factor, so this form factor is referred to the geometry of the motherboard. So what kind of geometry it should be having, whether it should be a square or cuboid. So that geometry is termed as a form factor. Okay. Next, chipset. So this chipset controls majority of resources in the computer. So the control will be given from one task to the other by this chipset. Okay, so this helps in the data transfer to various components of computer. So that data is transferred from one component to other component by the help of this chipset. Okay, now what is a processor socket? So processor socket क्या करता है? So it is a connector. This processor socket is a rectangular connector. Okay. So this is a rectangular connector where we can connect various devices. Many small devices or components can be connected by this processor socket. So this is what the characteristic of a motherboard. Okay. So motherboard is PCB, printed circuit board, and it contains various components, electronic components, including CPU and what video controller and all. Okay. So next is there are different types of motherboards. Right. So what kind of motherboard? So what types of motherboards are there? First one is XT motherboard. Okay. Second is AT motherboard. Third, baby AT. Fourth one is ATX. Okay. So four main types of motherboards are invented, we can say. So first one is your extended technology. This is also called as extended technology. Technology. Okay. This AT advanced technology. Advanced technology. Baby AT the same. This is an extension or combination of XT and AT, we can say. So when we are going to combine this both, so the term given for that is baby AT. Okay. So next, ATX. Advanced technology extended motherboard. Right. So now what are the features of this? Okay. So XT is a old model motherboard, we can say. ये जो है first बहुत पहले सबसे पहले this XT came. XT means old model technology. It is only having a 12-pin connector in it. Okay. This way only 12 pin power connector was there. Okay. Next, after that, so they added some features in it and made a new motherboard. Okay. So that was having 20 pin socket. So it was having 20 pin power connector. After that, the combination of XT and AT. Okay. So this is the first motherboard to build the socket for input devices. Input device. So that additional feature was added in this baby AT. Okay. Next, ATX motherboard. So here the power pins are of 20 or and 24 pin power connectors are there. Okay. So this is most advanced, as the name indicates, advanced technology extended motherboard. Right. So example of this XT is Pentium 1. Example of this AXT is Pentium 1. Okay, so later on this 80 motherboard, Pentium 3 processor. So whatever processor we are using here, Pentium 3 and 4. Okay, so now the most advanced form is Pentium 4 dual core processor. Okay, core 2 duo. So all this I3, I5, all those are example of this ATX motherboard. Okay. So later on after this, these were the types of motherboard. The motherboard is a PCB, printed circuit board, and उसके features क्या होते हैं? The characteristics of the motherboard are form factor, chipset, and having the power connector in it, and there are different types, mainly 4 types of motherboards are there. So first one is XT motherboard, extended technology motherboard, having 12 pin power connector. Okay, and many slots are there like RAM slots and all are present in this. Okay, example of this XT motherboard is the Pentium 1. 80 motherboard is advanced technology motherboard having 20 pin power connector. Okay, and again this is also having different slots like PCI slot and various SDRAM slot is present. Next, baby 80 में क्या है? This is the combination of XT and 80. Here the new feature invented was the slots present for input devices. Also the example of this is Pentium 3 and 4. Next, later on the most advanced form is ATX motherboard, advanced technology extended motherboard, and here there are 20 to 24 pins power connector are present. The best example for this is Pentium 4 and dual core processor, I3, I5 latest, whatever latest technologies we have got is of this ATX advanced technology motherboard. So after this we are going to see the block diagram or diagram of the motherboard. कैसे होता है motherboard? So this is the structure of motherboard. Right. So this is the primary picture. It fetches the data, fetches the instruction. Okay, and two bridges are there, north bridge and south bridge. Wait. High speed computing. So slow computing. structure of motherboard. So basically the processor is used to execute the information given to it. Okay, this processor is used to execute whatever information is given to that. Next, again, what is next motive here? It fetches the instruction. Whatever instruction we want, it fetches, and the operation is performed, and later on the result will be displayed. So that is motive here. And here in the motherboard, so mainly north bridge and south bridges are present. The north bridge in the motherboard control the high speed components present, and the south bridge controls the slower components. Okay, so what are the examples of those high speed components? So this the best example for this is CPU. So this is a high speed component. So that is controlled by the north bridge. Now the slower components like our audio or video players, so that is controlled by the south bridge. So here you can see. So this is what a motherboard looks like. Okay, so this is just a rough diagram. So here you can see here the PCI slots are present, and the backup CMOS backup battery backup will be there, and this is what various connectors are there. So these are for peripheral devices. Other devices also we can connect here. So these connectors are used for the peripheral devices. Okay, so this is what the CPU socket, and here this is the 20 pin ATX advanced 20 pin advanced technology motherboards. Basic diagram is given here. IDE connectors are there, DRAM slots are there, whereas things, this is what the NOT bridge. So here the control of this CPU will be done by this NOT bridge, and the other slower components are controlled by the south bridge present here. Okay, so this is the basic structure of a motherboard. So basically the work of this motherboard is execution of the information, and fetching of instruction, and processing the data. So that is the work of a motherboard, we can say. Okay, इसके बाद various components of motherboards are there. So what are the components? As you can see here, various slots are there, connectors are there, like CMOS backup. So all those are the components of motherboard. So in that, first one will be CPU, that is processor. Second is BIOS, CMOS, slots, disk controller, input output, and interfaces. So these are the basic components of the motherboard. First one is CPU, central processing unit, BIOS. Okay, basic input output devices are present, and next is CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductors are present, various slots are present, the disk controllers are present in it, input output ports and interfaces are present, there is a bus connection in order to transfer the information. Okay, so we'll expand this. Now what is the work of a CPU? Already we know that this CPU contains two units, that is ALU and the control unit. So in ALU, the processing of data, arithmetic or logical operations are done in this ALU, and the control unit, it gives the control to various devices according to their needs. Okay, so next, now what is the basic input output system? Okay. So this is what a small chip will be present on the motherboard. So that will operate whenever we are going to do some, whenever we are going to switch on the computer, it will be automatically switch on. Okay. So what happens here? So like whatever settings are required for the keyboard or the monitor, so whatever settings are required, automatically that will be done by this BIOS. Okay, basic input output systems. So it checks whether the devices are functioning properly. If they are not functioning, so it will load the OS of the memory. Again, it will load and it will inform. So the work of this BIOS is checking of the systems of the computer, hardware systems, and adjusting the settings present in it. Okay. Next, what are CMOS? CMOS, this is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. So this is a type of memory which, what we can say, it will store the data. It will store the data like time, date, year, etc. Okay. So this is a storing device, we can say, right? So BIOS and CMOS both will run on a small lithium-ion battery, right? So the running of CMOS and BIOS are on the lithium-ion battery located on the motherboard. So this is again located on the motherboard itself. Okay. Next, what are the different slots? So slots are the spaces where we can insert device. Okay, these are called as slots, right? So one more name of this slot is expansion slot, right? So what we are going to do? These are the spaces where we can put the printed circuit board. Like we can put the CDs, DVDs. So the spaces present is termed as what? Slots. Okay, those spaces are called as slots. Now there are various types of slots present, right? So already we had discussed in the class. Again, I'll say shortly. So first one is ISA, Industry Standard Architecture. Okay. So this is ISA slot. So what it does? This ISA slot is to connect the modem. Okay. Connection of modem and input devices are done by this ISA slot. Next is PCI, Peripheral Component Interconnect. Okay. So here it is used for various sound devices like SD cards and all are connected by using this PCI slot. Next is AGP. This is Accelerated Graphic Port. So again, the video cards or 3D accelerators are connected by using this AGP, Accelerated Graphic Port. Okay. So next is the RAM slot. This RAM slot is used to install the memory already present. So, जो भी memory is being used, so that memory installation is done by this RAM slot. Okay, so two types of RAM slots are present. That is, first one is SIMM and second one is DIMM. Single inline memory, single inline SIMM, single inline memory module. Okay. Next one is dual inline memory module. last one is our processor slot. Okay. So this is the largest slot we can say, because we are going to insert the processor chip in it. Okay. Insertion of the processor chip, largest chip is done by this processor slot. Okay. So these were the different slots present. Okay, so slots are nothing but the expansion units, spaces where we can add extra components, we can say. So first one here is ISA, Industry Standard Architecture. So this was to put a modem input devices. Next is the PCI, Peripheral Component Interconnect. Okay, sound cards and all are used by using this slot, PCI slot. Next is AGP, Accelerated Graphic Card. So video cards and 3D cards are used by using this AGP slot. Next, RAM slot. So whatever, and as I said, whatever memory we are using, that has been installed by using this RAM slot. So two types of RAM slots are present. First one is single inline memory module, and the second one is the DIMM, that is dual inline memory module. Okay. So last one is what? Processor slot. So largest slot we can say. So we are going to insert the processor chip in it. Okay. So after this, we are going to read about disk controller. This controller is a device. So this is a device that enables the computer to exchange the data with other device. Enable the computer to exchange the data with other device. Okay. Right. So basically HDC and FDC. So two types of disk controllers are present. This is a hard disk controller. Okay, and this is a floppy disk controller. Nowadays we are not using this floppy. Okay. So HDC. Here we are going to read and write the information. By using this controller, we are going to read and write the information on the CD. Okay, so that information can be read or written by this controller. Okay. Next is floppy disk. So here this will allow us to connect with various devices like CD, DVD, etc. These kind of devices can be connected by using this HDC controller. Okay. The next is floppy disk controller. So this is also same, reading from a computer and writing to in it. So that is done by this floppy disk controller. Okay. Here the performance is directly to a direct memory access. So that is directly done to a DMA access. We are not using this floppy disk now. By this controller, by the disk controller, we are going to enable the exchange of data from a computer to a CD, DVD, floppy, or vice versa we can say. Okay. Next is input and output, input output ports and interfaces Okay. So what are these ports? ये ports मतलब क्या बोलते हैं? Right. So these ports are nothing but a socket used to connect the external devices. Used to connect the external devices are termed as ports. Right. So the sockets used to control the external devices are termed as a port. Okay. So what kind of device we can connect? So we can connect a printer, a keyboard, a mouse. So all these are the examples of devices which we can connect to a computer. Okay. Next, here also we are going to different types of ports are there. So first one here is the serial port. This is the serial port. Next, a parallel port, USB and VGA port. So basically 4 types of ports are present: serial port, parallel port, USB port and VGA port. Okay. So serial port. So यहाँ पे serial port क्यों बताया गया? Because only at a time a single bit is transferred. Serially, one after the other, the bits are transferred. Okay. Example of this is a mouse or a modem. So example of the serial port. So what kind of devices can be connected to a serial port? So mouse or modem, where the data is transferring bit after the bit. Serially the data is transferring. So then we are going to call it as a serial port. Okay. Now what is a parallel port? तो पैरेलल पोर्ट मतलब क्या होता है? ओके, पैरेलल पोर्ट्स when at a time 8 bits are transferred, 8 bits or a single byte, 1 byte. So that is transferred at a time. So example of this is a printer, best example. So at a time we can transfer 8 bits. Okay. So those are called as parallel. Parallelly the data is transferred, not serially, not one after the other. Parallel transmission of the data takes place. So USB port. So USB is a plain plug and play interface. Okay. We are going to plug it and then we can play it. After plugging, whenever we are going to plug the USB, then only we are going to access the data or share the data. Right. So that is plug and play interface we can say. Right. Here the speed of the data is 12 megabits per second. Okay. And the USB can support 127 devices at a time. So this is the capacity of a USB port. Okay. Next, VGA port. VGA port is what? A visual graphic adapter port. This is a visual graphic adapter port. Okay. Right. So what is the work of this? So whenever we want devices like video cards and all, so at that time we are going to put it in the VGA port. Okay. Right. Now what kind of VGA इसमें कौन कौन से आते हैं? तो Ethernet port, modem, all those comes under this VGA port. Okay, so Ethernet we are going to connect high-speed network, many computers to a high-speed network. So that is Ethernet. Modem मतलब the modem. What is modem? So it is a network like a telephone network. Okay, modulator and demodulator. Another name of a modem is modulator, demodulator. It is also a connection or network we can ओके ठीक है। तो आफ्टर दिस इनपुट आउटपुट क्वेश्चन इंटरफेसेस के बाद आते हैं द बस, so that will be continued in your next session. So this much you have understood already. I took the chapter. The bus will be continued in the next session. Thank you.